Stuck what to say on Tinder? Never be afraid, we have exactly what you need to stand out from the crowd. Try these practical conversation movers. It's great when you get a game on Tinder with a handsome guy or a gal that you liked. You know you are attractive to each other and you like reading about each other's profiles. But knowing what to say on Tinder is the next natural step. For some, it's a complicated matter. It's easy enough to come up with something funny and witty to say on your profile, but trying to think about what you would say isn't too forward, but it shows you're interested, which could make them laugh, and at the very least make them respond. Be strong. It's so easy to fire someone, especially when they don't know you at all. If you're going too hard or don't find it interesting enough, you could wave goodbye to that hot date before you've ever given a chance. What to say on Tinder to follow the next meeting. So you know how to put pressure. But what exactly should you say on Tinder to give you the best opportunity to take it to the next level and schedule an appointment? Here are some helpful tips and ideas that start with the basics and the right things to say. Number 1. Don't be afraid to reach out first. There is nothing wrong with being the first person to go. If you like the look of your match, just look for it and start a conversation right away. It won't look weird or desperate, that's what Tinder remains in the end. If you leave it for too long, someone else could refer you to the post. Number 2. Be sure to stand out from the crowd. Keep in mind that getting matches on Tinder is pretty easy, so try to say something that catches their attention and makes them want to get to know you better. Number 3. State something in your resume. Show that you are actually quoting what they had to say about their biography. Ask them a question about it or make a little joke. Say something to show that you are genuinely interested in getting to know them better. Number 4. Pay them a compliment. Everyone loves a compliment. There's no doubt that they've posted the pictures themselves there that they think look best, so there's no harm in paying them a nice compliment, just don't be too intense. Make it easy and fun and it will find you charming. Go overboard too fast and you might be a little desperate or creepy. Be warned. Number 5. Ask questions and pay attention to the answers. Obviously, asking a lot of questions is one of the best ways to secure an answer. Invent interesting questions and ask them. Try to be more original than, "How are you?" Ask them something specific and unusual. You will show them interest, which means they will be much more likely to respond. When they answer, pay attention to what they said and build a conversation out of it. Number 6. Be relaxed and in a friendly mood. Be sure to keep your tone light, relaxed and friendly. No one wants to hang out with some overly intense or desperate sound, so just cool off and be light and fun. Number 7. Don't be too sure or general. Remember that originality is key here. Don't just stick to safe and boring topics. Being a little weird is something that makes most people attractive, so don't be afraid to take a few risks to get their attention. Number 8. Do not continue with unanswered messages. If they turned off the meeting phone and turned it on again to receive 5 messages from you in a row, that would look pretty crazy. Give someone time to respond. If you have to wait a few days, so be it. If they can't bother with the answer, they aren't worth your time in the first place. Number 9. Don't make your initial messages for very long. Keep it short and sweet in the first place. You don't have to tell them your life story at the same time. Instead, initially stick to a few lines until you build a relationship and get to know each other better. Number 10. Don't be resentful of rejection. If they don't answer or not, but refuse, then let them be. They're not worth your time anyway, so don't bother getting angry or resentful about it. Just move on, there are a lot more fish in the sea after all. Number 11. Don't be too sexual. It is not good to come too strong. Don't say too much sex before you've even met. When you start dating. Number 12. Try to make them laugh. Humor is always a winner. If you are known for being a witty person, use that to your advantage. Gentle teasing is also fun, so try to make them laugh, but don't force it. Number 13. Pay attention to detail. Remember to always quote what they write and pay attention to detail. People want to feel heard. They want to know that you are interested in them, so don't overdo it with what they say or don't do a conversation about you. Number 14. Don't always answer right away. It's okay to leave them waiting sometimes. Number 15. Start flirting. Be sure to turn the conversation into a flirtation after a few exchanges. Check to see if there is chemistry between the two of you before you meet. Number 16. Don't let part of the conversation last too long. Remember that you can't just keep Tinder messages forever. You have to meet them there at some point and meet them in the real world. After a few days of chatting, it's probably time to suggest a meeting. Number 17. Represent your interests. Make sure they know what a hectic and interesting life you are leading. Getting to know someone involves discovering what they like and what they don't. Talk about your things, hobbies and passions that you have, and ask them about their things as well. Number 18. Keep asking questions. Let the conversation flow with the memory of asking a lot of questions, because otherwise you risk that your chat will just break through. Number 19. Be true. Remember, if you are going to continue in real life, you have to be what you are. There is no point in pretending to be someone or something you are not. Be honest and see how it goes. Number 20. Don't brag. Even though you tell them all about yourself one thing, make sure you don't come across it arrogantly. No one likes to brag, and if you seem to have gotten involved yourself, that might be enough to put them off. Number 21. Don't be too personal. Remember that you have not met that person in person yet. So even if you enjoy some really great conversations, don't be too deep or too personal. Ask them instead for a date. In conclusion, remember. Number 22. Use a witty and original opener. Number 23. Ask questions and build a conversation from the answers. Number 24. Be funny *, but don't push *. Number 25. Be available, but not too accessible. Number 26. Try to flirt a little. Number 27. Secure that date. Remember, you may not have 100% success, but that's okay. If you're wondering what to say on Tinder, just be friendly, honest and most importantly, alone and sure you've got there in the end. The strange text that makes a man shake with obsession. Click below to learn more.